Before Tech London Advocates and Global Tech Advocates, before Skype, I was at O2 and Telefonica, and I joined O2 as their Chief Marketing Officer. And one of the first decisions I had to take when I joined was, should O2, who was a sponsor for Arsenal football, renew its annual sponsorship? The company had sponsored Arsenal for the previous 2 years, I believe, shirt sponsorship, etc. And it was an expensive sponsorship arrangement. And I think at the time we weren't really quite sure that we already had a great brand in the market with lots of awareness. So we weren't quite sure from a brand awareness point of view if that sponsorship would make sense. At the same time, there were the owners of what was called the Millennium Dome, Anschutz Entertainment Group, who are redeveloping the Millennium Dome into a music and entertainment venue. And they came to us and said, we'd be very interested in O2 becoming the headline sponsor for the venue. So my initial reaction was one of shock and horror. What, would we actually sponsor the Millennium Dome? But the more we thought about it, the more I thought about it, it actually fit with our strategy, which was also pivoting at the time from just focusing on customer acquisition to really focusing much more on customer retention and customer loyalty. And the deal made sense, not only in terms of getting O2 associated with music, but things like priority ticketing, which you still see today, were born out of this. How can we give back to our customers by this sponsorship arrangement? And one aspect of that was giving them access to tickets at music gigs 48 hours in advance of it going up open to the general public. We signed the deal in 2005. 2 years later, the doors opened. We were very nervous that people would really adopt the name The O2 as the brand for the venue rather than the Millennium Dome. And I think literally within 6 months, the Millennium Dome was put in the heap and people just felt like this is a brand new venue. It was called the O2. It's still obviously called the O2. And I think looking back on that, we actually saved money by coming up with a better sponsorship deal that fit better with the company's overall strategy of rewarding its customers and recognizing its customers for their patronage. And interestingly, during that first year when we announced the deal, and we focused not just on acquisition but on loyalty, we moved from being the number 3 operator in the UK to the number 1 operator, because nobody was thinking about loyalty for their customers except O2.